What your doctor won't tell you about prednisone. This is Dr. Megan here, and I've discovered recently how much doctors aren't telling people, how unprepared people are to start taking prednisone, how many questions people still have after they've been on it a long time. It's been a surprise to me because I thought my profession of pharmacists and the medical doctors were doing a good job helping people know what to do when they take prednisone. But there's a gap, there's a problem. So I'm going to share with you the details of what your doctor isn't telling you. And the thing is, it's not their fault. It's not like they're trying to hide it from you. They just don't know. Because guess what? No one knows. No one has any idea why prednisone is causing these problems. And no one has a great list of what to actually expect. And why would that be? Because prednisone is such an old drug that they never had to do the testing that new drugs do to find out what to expect, which side effects are common. No one knows. So I'm going to share with you what you should expect. All right. So first today, we're going to talk about why are we going to talk about the topic of prednisone, and then 15 or more facts that your doctor won't tell you. And finally, I'll show you a sneak peek of my website. Back in February of this year, 2019, I did a survey of people to find out what their biggest challenge was with prednisone. And I wasn't surprised, but I kind of was, that 52% of people said prednisone's biggest challenge for them was weight gain. And another big surprise to me was the third one here was joint pain. We'll get back to that in a little bit. I asked in a group on Facebook, did your pharmacist warn you about prednisone causing weight gain? And I totaled up the numbers for you here. You can see that 261 people said that their pharmacist didn't tell them about weight gain. And this survey was a follow-up to a previous one where 270 people had said that their doctor hadn't told them about weight gain. So neither their doctor nor their pharmacist is preparing them to take one of the number one weight gain causing drugs. So that's why we're talking about this, is because there's a huge gap in care. Now, more about prednisone weight gain. A study showed that 70% of people who take prednisone gain weight. So if you haven't gained weight while on prednisone, consider yourself the lucky 1 in 3. A study of people taking low doses, so only 5 to 10 milligrams a day for 2 years, gained 4 to 8%. So that means if you're on a higher dose, you'll probably gain more than that. And so the ratio is the longer you're on prednisone, the more you gain weight. And your moon phase is dose dependent. So the higher your dose of prednisone, the bigger your moon phase. The lower the dose, the more likely it is to go away. That weight gain leads to risks. So you have a 4 times increased risk of diabetes. You have a 4 times increased risk of high blood pressure. And a 2.5 times increased risk of heart disease, such as stroke or heart attack. Yikes. The next one is that prednisone wastes away your muscles. This leads to muscle pain, aches, and thin arms and thin legs. Prednisone wastes away your bones. That leads to joint pain, which I mentioned earlier was a surprise. I didn't realize how much joint pain is caused by prednisone. And the reason that's a surprise is because the number one people with joint pain are people with rheumatoid arthritis. And they take prednisone to make the joint pain go away. So it's this really strange relationship that people take prednisone to get rid of their joint pain, but other people are getting joint pain because of the prednisone. It's a mystery that we're going to solve. We're going to figure this out. Then prednisone wastes away bones, leading to osteoporosis. And I covered that in depth last week. Osteoporosis leads to broken bones and that hunched over appearance in this picture. Prednisone is the number one drug that causes osteoporosis. Another thing your doctor won't tell you is that the number one thing people complain about on Twitter is insomnia when it comes to prednisone. So what is insomnia? It means you can't sleep. So not only are you gaining weight and your bones are breaking down and you're in pain, but you can't even sleep. And so it's really tough being on prednisone. Another thing that you might not be prepared for is your personality changing, becoming anxious and irritable. And so I love this meme that says, the good news is prednisone will help to pull you out of this flare. The bad news is your family might want to take an impromptu trip without you for the next 6 months because you're not going to be that pleasant to be around when you're on prednisone. Other things like hair loss, hot flashes, blurry vision, and memory loss make you feel like an old person when you're just a person with a chronic disease. Oh, miserable. And after all that, if you stop taking it suddenly because you're like, I'm sick of this, I'm just going to stop, that could kill you. That could put you into adrenal crisis and you could die. So even if you're suffering from all of these things, do not ever stop taking prednisone cold turkey. Always get off prednisone slowly following your doctor's orders because it can lead to withdrawals, miserable pain, and it can be life-threatening. So because of all these problems exist, I've created a website. I have a few of those topics covered already in the website, but I'm going to be adding more every week. So here's a little preview of what it looks like. And the link there is prednisonepharmacist.com. Go check it out and see if there's anything there that can help you. If there is, comment below. And if there's something you want more of, comment below of what I need to cover in the future. Talk to you later.